Welcome back to Heroes on Our Island. I'm Mike Stevens coming to you this week from the Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, and we're literally standing on the ice and in the crease. By the way, you might not know this, the very first sporting event that happened here was not a hockey game, it was basketball back in 1972. The then New York Nets tipped off here on February 11th. All right, we want to take you now to Garden City to meet a runner who has logged some pretty serious miles, and she does this for one reason, to help others, despite a serious illness. In a lot of ways, Cassie Lynch of Garden City South is a normal 23-year-old. She's full of energy and always busy, stretching her time between school, work, and other projects. But there's more to Cassie than meets the eye. Nearly 7 years ago, she had a major life-altering procedure done called J-pouch surgery, which took out almost all of her colon. It was a last resort for Cassie. For several years leading up to that point, she had been dealing with a painful and incurable medical condition called ulcerative colitis.
It's an inflammation of the colon that can affect people of any age, but typically younger patients.
Dr. Rob Tepper treats patients like Cassie at Nassau Gastroenterology Associates in Great Neck. Some of them have ulcerative colitis, others have a similar digestive disorder called Crohn's disease. The symptoms and the stories of its victims are often similar.
I was diagnosed when I was 16 years old, and I was on medications on and off for about 3 years. And the medications, though they help you physically feel better at times, they have a lot of negative side effects. I was taking a lot of prednisone, which is a steroid, and it made me lose my hair. My face was puffed up like a chipmunk, a lot of acne, stuff that, someone going into college really doesn't want to have. And about 3 years in, the medications weren't working any longer, so I had to have most of my colon removed.
There can be complications after that surgery, and cancer can develop. But Cassie has remained strong in more ways than one. 6 years after the surgery to remove most of her colon, Cassie was among several Long Islanders who ran this half marathon in Las Vegas. They raised money for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America, or CCFA, in what's called Team Challenge. The half marathon is 13.1 miles of sweat and determination, something she never could have done before the operation.
It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be because there's so many people cheering you on the entire time, and you just have such a rush of energy and adrenaline going through you. You finished, it was a little sore afterwards, but it was well worth it. A lot of fun.
But overcoming, despite her illness, is only part of what makes Cassie a hero. Cassie ran that race to raise money for research, to find a cure. And in the meantime, treatments like the one she got are making such a big difference. As you were running this race, what were you thinking about? What was going through your mind?
I was thinking about, why I was running it. I was running it for me, my family, everyone who has Crohn's and colitis.
And that everyone now includes an extended family. Cassie's working on her master's degree to become a mental health counselor. She also heads up a support group for teenage girls out of the CCFA Garden City office, using her own pain for the kids' gain.
I think it's really important to have people that you can relate to and talk about the issues you're having or the problems you're facing, because not everyone truly understands what it's like. You can talk to your parents, you can talk to your friends, but they can't grasp the situation like people here can.
17-year-old Lori Mendelson of Merrick and 16-year-old Gabrielle Simone of Babylon both have Crohn's disease. They met each other and Cassie at the support group meetings. And now that the race is over, they have plenty of questions.
Are you going to do it again, do you think?
I think I might. I'm actually, I'm going to be the honored hero.
When it was the worst, I thought I might die. I didn't know what. I did not think I'd be running a half marathon. I did not think I'd be in school and wanting to, pursue a career helping people with Crohn's and colitis. I wanted totally away from it, but now I'm, I think, more involved than I ever was.
It just shows what kind of person she is to do such a thing for, just to raise awareness and bring people together.
Knowing people who have gone through what I have and came out, like Cassie, able to run a half marathon, shows that there are people out there and there's a way of getting through this.
I know when I was sick, I didn't really know anyone with the disease, and that was, I think, one of the tough things for me. I think if I just knew at least one person that was going through something I was going through, it would have helped me a lot. So I think it's a really good outlet for the girls, talk to each other and realize, they're not alone in this.
Now, in the half marathon Cassie ran in Las Vegas, Her sponsors pledged money for every mile she ran. She made $3,800, which, when combined with what others gave, comes out to $4 million. But what happened in Vegas won't stay there. Money raised will be used to help in the fight against Crohn's and colitis and to help the support group on Long Island continue.
It's fun seeing everyone else running too.
But of course, some things can't be measured simply in dollars and cents. The time and the energy Cassie puts into doing what she can to help others, including the support group, priceless.
So I want to be that person that people can talk to about their problems, their disease, whatever they're going through, because I think I can relate well.
Well, Cassie says she's not quite ready for that full marathon just yet, but who knows, maybe with the help of the young ladies, the cheering on that they've been giving her, maybe she will soon be ready to take that next big step.